our family, Kathy, my older sister, Robbie and Tony, my two younger brothers. And first of all, thanks to the church. And to start this out, you know, I gotta not do this because I get emotional when I talk about my mom. So just bear with me because I'm gonna get through this and it'll go away, hopefully. But just that way with me. And she was a special person, so I'll get past it. Thank you, Peace Memorial, for letting us do this here. You can imagine holding a potluck in my mom's house. It was, although we're gonna go there after, and everybody's welcome. It's a little house, and well, I really appreciate them letting us use their facilities, and we're gonna have a good time here. We got just a little outline of what's going on. We got a caterer coming with good food, and there's gonna be a lot of food, a lot of time, so take your time, enjoy the meal, and I hope you all enjoy it. This is not a funeral, this is just a celebration of my mom's life, because that's what she wanted, and I think this is exactly what she would like. I think she'd be thrilled, and I want to thank everybody for coming here, and everybody who wanted to be here and is not. I've talked to several, and this is an inconvenient time, you know, around the holidays, and not easy to travel and everything. I'm just glad that, you know, that you could make it. I appreciate everybody being here. And I want to thank my daughter, Ellie.
Yeah.
If you look at that program, she is my daughter has a fine arts degree in graphic design, and you couldn't get more professional than what she's got in that program. And she's going to be up here reciting a poem that she wrote about my mom, and, which is in there. Thank you, Ellie, for all the hard work, all the slides together. And that's pretty entertaining, I think, because you know our family is the, you know, all of our widespread family is the Worth family. All the fun things we did over the years. Our mother was special. She was a special person, and you know that's easy to say, but she's such a loving, happy person. Yeah, everybody feels that way about their mothers, and hopefully they do, because a mother is so important in your life and in that relationship. And all mothers are special, and that nurturing, the trust, the guidance that they provide you over your life, it's so important and so much more nowadays, even than when we were little kids. And so it was just, give you a few things. We're really gonna miss my mother. We'll miss her so much, but that kind of goes without saying. No matter how much you anticipate this day coming, it still is so hard to believe after 68 years for me and 70 for my sisters, for mom to be gone. It's just, but she was ready, you know. She lived a long, good life. She was happy her whole life. She was so upbeat all the time that she was such a role model for me and for my life, that, and for all of us kids. She had become so frail, so weak in the last year or so, and she fought hard and didn't even let it get her down, even when she was in a lot of pain and a lot of, you know, just anguish, which she had an itching condition of her skin, and yet, you know, to the last day, she was getting up herself on her walker and going through the hallways in that little house, and but now, you know, she's in a better place, as we all know. You know my mom, she loved the Lord, and I'll talk about that a little bit more later. And she's not in pain anymore, and I know I have an angel. We all have an angel up there looking out for us now. It's so special. I'm gonna miss her, but you know, it's not missing her. I'm so glad she is where she is. I'm gonna miss the little things. And I left home when I was 16 years old, just because of circumstances. My dad got a job up at Clear Lake, and mom went up and was working at Denton Park. And I didn't want to go to Chilton High School as a senior, so I stayed with my aunt. Nick's mom, my Aunt Catherine, and in Klamath, and finished school there. But from that point on, when I called my mom, she had this thing that every time I called it, her thing was, "Hi, sweetie, how are you doing?" And she probably had that with everybody in some way, but those words just immediately put me at ease. And although I've done a lot of things in my life and gone places and done things, it's that kind of reassurance when you have those really low times. And I've had a few where it was just, you know, I didn't know what I was gonna do. And that call home was all I needed to have, just to talk to mom. Dad, he's a little different situation, but the same kind of support in a different way. But mom was just, I could call her, "Hi, sweetie, how you doing?" And everything was better. And so I'm gonna miss that a lot. Sorry, but the other thing is, my mom passed very peacefully. She was at home, she was lucid, her mind was fine. She had been, you know, doing her normal routine and suffering a lot, but you wouldn't know it. Except for if you tried to hug her at the end, it's like, oh. That was hard for me, because I wanted to hug her, and I said, I gotta pay tribute to my brother Robbie. For the last 50 years, he has stayed by her side. He has been with her, he's watched out for her, he is taking care of her most every need, fed her good food. And there's not more love for a mother than Robbie. And so, Robbie, thank you for all that you've done for not just the last year or so, but for years and years. Hey, Rob, I missed the part. I'm just starting to talk about you. I was saying, I thank you, Robbie, for the last 15 years of loving our mom, taking care of her every need. Probably just walked in and he didn't see it. And just being there for her through thick and thin, and keeping her happy and well cared for. When my mom passed away, you know, we had a few incidences earlier where she was having trouble, but then that morning she wanted a bath, and Robbie gave her a bath, got her up, and she just collapsed in his arms and was gone. And there was no trauma, no pain after that, and her death certificate reads natural causes, which is she didn't spend a day in the hospital, and she lived to 89, and although no one gets out of this world without a few pains. I'm 68 and wonder how you could be 89. And I think that a lot of people can identify in here that things don't get easier, you know. But Robbie, without you, I don't know what we would have done. And I can say that too. When my dad went in 2009, he was the loving mate of my mom for almost 60 years. What a perfect match. And my dad said, take care of mom. That's what he asked us 3 boys to do. And we've done that. I can feel good that we've done just about everything we could do. She wouldn't let us do things that we wanted to do. I'll talk a little bit about that later too, but